And here's the thing about employers. This is what they want to know. They want to know what soft skills you possess. Yes, they want to obviously know at the end of the day that you can do the job, at the end of the interview that you're capable of doing the job. But they want to know what soft skills you possess because sometimes that is the deciding factor in whether or not you're going to fit well within the company, right? Just because you go apply for a job, just because I go apply for a job doesn't mean that I'm a great fit for the company just because I can do the job. Hey friend, so glad you're here. Welcome to another episode of the Workforce Link podcast. I'm your host, Sunday Joe, and I am super excited that you're here and that we get to dig into some more fun stuff today. Today, we're going to learn about how to understand soft skills and what in the world that has to do with us getting a job. You know, we all have a unique set of soft skills to offer employers. And though we may not be able to obtain our quote unquote dream job right out of the gate, right? It's important to keep our skill sets in mind as we plan for the future. You know, the last thing that you want to do is stay miserable in your job. So your skill set is divided into 3 different categories. You've got soft, hard, and technical. And in this episode today of the Workforce Link podcast, we're going to focus on a better understanding of exactly what soft skills are, what they look like, and how we apply those to our lives when looking for a job. Whether you're sprucing up your LinkedIn profile, you're updating your resume, or you're preparing your elevator pitch for your next interview, knowing what soft skills define you, not everybody else, but you, will help you be one step ahead of the game in the job search world. So let's dig into today's episode. So soft skills explain who you are and they demonstrate how you do your job. Not necessarily what you do in that job, but how you do your job. These skills, these soft skills, identify your strengths. You know, do you interact well with your colleagues? Are you a problem solver? Do you manage your time well? If you can answer yes to these questions, these are the soft skills that you possess. Those are strengths, right? Not everybody does that well. And sometimes these skills come naturally to us, and sometimes they are perfected over time. We can learn soft skills, okay? So don't give up. We can learn soft skills. So soft skills include people skills, communication, positivity, time management, like I mentioned a while ago, problem solving. Those are just a few of the things. And here's the thing about employers. This is what they want to know. They want to know what soft skills you possess. Yes, they want to obviously know at the end of the day that you can do the job, at the end of the interview that you're capable of doing the job. But they want to know what soft skills you possess because sometimes that is the deciding factor in whether or not you're going to fit well within the company, right? Just because you go apply for a job, just because I go apply for a job doesn't mean that I'm a great fit for the company just because I can do the job. You know, a lot of it matters regarding your soft skills. You know, if you struggle to adapt to change, then working in a busy environment where absolutely nothing stays the same, that might not be the best job for you. If you struggle with maybe being a positive person, working in customer service, hey, that might not be the best fit for you. Some people are not people, right? You're not going to meet many employers who aren't interested in the soft skills that you possess. I would go so far as to say, if they aren't interested in what your soft skills are, that may not be an employer you want to work for. What I've seen in the past is those employers who are willing to invest in you as a team member, as a part of their company, they want to know more about you. They don't want to just know that you can do the job. They want to know that you have some skills. You know, many employers also want to know, are you adaptable? And that's where soft skills come in. You know, are you easily trainable? Do you get along well with others? Can you handle direction? You know, being able to do so, being able to answer those questions, those require these skills. Those require soft skills. Let's use customer service for example, okay? If you're working in this field, retail, restaurant, whatever it is, something where you are working with customers, okay? You're going to have direct contact with people, with customers. From offering a smile to being able to listen to the customer, soft skills are a vital thing for this type of job. You've got to be able to have the ability to communicate with people, smile at people, and especially deal with customer complaints, because Lord knows you're going to get those in the customer service field, right? Those are all soft skills. Being able to handle those means you obtain those soft skills. Hey, friend, just want to interrupt you real quick to ask you an important question. Do you know your why? Do you know your why? Here are some powerful words that I want you to sit on for a second. You lose your way when you lose your why. Everything changes for us when we start asking ourselves the right questions. Not, why did I do that stupid thing? But instead saying, why do I want to do something different? Listen, friend, your children need you to find your why. Your parents need you to find your why. Your future boss needs you to find your why. Your grandchildren need you to find your why. We want to help you find your why. That's why we put together this free gift, How to Find Your Why. You guessed it. This free guide will give you some starter questions to get you on the right path to finding your why. If you're ready to rock your world by digging deeper into building a better tomorrow, don't wait another day to do it, my friend. I'm telling you, this will change your life. I say that about everything, but this will change your life. You can download the free guide today at cwdregion.com/why. That's cwdregion.com/why. Remember this, friend. You lose your way when you lose your why. Hold on to your why like your life depends on it, because your life depends on it. Serious words, I know, but it's true. Hold on to your why like your life depends on it, because your life depends on it. Again, you can download it today at cwdregion.com/why. That's cwdregion.com/why. And now, back to the show. So let's go over a list of soft skills real quick, okay? This is not an exhaustive list by any means, but it's pretty thorough. Okay, so we've got honesty, good communication, listening, reading body language, you're reliable, a critical thinker, leadership. Leadership is a soft skill, a positive attitude, teamwork. Are you creative? Are you productive? Trustworthy, versatile, loyal. Are you loyal? Are you dependable? Are you an energetic person? Do you have a good work ethic? Are you confident? Motivational? Finishing what you started. How about that one? That one's a big one. Committed to continued learning, which means, are you teachable? Are you relatable? Patient? Empathetic? Do you care about the needs of others? Are you organized? Do you work well under pressure? Again, not an exhaustive list by any means, but those are some pretty typical soft skills. And don't worry, you don't have to write all of those examples down. We've actually provided a free list for you that you can download at cwdregion.com/soft skills. That's cwdregion.com/soft skills. Again, completely free to you. We want to do whatever we can to make it easy for you to be able to identify your soft skills so that you can get into the career that you want to get into. So here's a big question that a lot of people ask. How do I get soft skills? Learning new soft skills is not impossible, but unlike hard skills, which are learned, right? Hard skills are learned, and we'll get into that in another episode. Soft skills are more internal. You don't necessarily learn them in the classroom. And depending on what career pathway you obtain, you may hone in on skills that you weren't even sure that you had. If you're working in retail and you assisted a disgruntled customer, guess what? You used conflict resolution. You can't learn that from a textbook, okay? You can't. If you've not yet gotten a job, you might be surprised at what soft skills that you have. Whether, maybe you've listened to a peer share his or her problems, or hey, maybe you've been patient with your teacher when they don't fully help you understand a problem right away. Well, guess what? Those are soft skills. It's extremely important to highlight your soft skills. When you are filling out a job application, or you're creating a resume, or you're writing your cover letter, make sure, listen to me, make sure to highlight your soft skills through all three of those. Write your soft skills down on the job application. Make sure you are putting your soft skills in your resume. And also, when you're writing a cover letter, make sure some of your soft skills are in there as well. You want the employer to know who you are and what soft skills you have, okay? And another thing that you can do is when you read the job posting or the job description, compare what they're seeking in that job description to what you have. Pick out the soft skills that you see in yourself that are in that job listing. Put that on your application, put that in your resume, put that on your cover letter. Are you a good listener? Are you friendly? Are you customer oriented? Are you dependable? Do you work well under pressure? That's a lot of times in job postings, the employers will put things like that. Those are just a few examples, but those are really common ones that you'll find in job postings. And let me say this, don't make something up, okay? Just because it is in the job description. If you are not customer oriented, do not put that you are customer oriented, because it's going to come out really quickly that you're not, okay? You want to be in a career pathway that you can be good at. And again, remember that these skills can be learned over time, but if you don't have them right now, don't go get yourself into a job that you're not going to be good at, okay? It won't be good for you, it won't be good for the employer, and it's definitely not going to be good for the customer, right? So, friend, as we close today, I just want to encourage you. Don't be afraid to talk about the soft skills that you have, okay? Mention them more than once. You probably honestly have more soft skills than you realize. It's just sometimes we need to process through that. We need to write things down and brainstorm, and then once we see it in front of us, we're like, "Wow, I didn't know I had that. Wow, I didn't know I could do that." So go through the list that I previously mentioned and write down which ones you think you have. Okay. Don't be afraid to take what you know about yourself and run with it. When you know your soft skills and you can tell the employer that, not just tell the employer that, but you can tell the employer that with confidence, guess what? You stand out among the crowd of job seekers. And that makes it a win win for both you and the employer. And again, we've made it super easy for you to identify your soft skills in our free soft skills checklist download. All you have to do is download this, and you can even circle the soft skills that you have, okay? You can get that at cwdregion.com/soft skills. That's cwdregion.com/soft skills. I hope that you have learned something out of this episode today, and I encourage you to dig into this, because it's going to do a number of things. Number one, you're going to see your skills, but I'm going to tell you at the end of this, if you do this, if you download this guide and you circle those soft skills that you have, it's going to give you a confidence boost, because you're going to be like, "Oh, I didn't know I had that. Oh, wow. Okay." I'm telling you, it's going to give you a confidence boost. Hey, and if it doesn't, you can come back to me and say, "Sunday Joe, you totally lied." But I don't think that's going to happen. And hey, if this episode was helpful for you today, would you mind heading over and leaving a review wherever you listen to this podcast? This helps others find us, and that's our goal, right? To enjoy these conversations with as many people as possible. And we can't do that without you spreading the word. And preferably, if you'd leave a 5-star review, that'd be great. Have a great week, my friend, and we will meet again in the next episode. And until then, remember this: there's always a brighter tomorrow if you're willing to find it. The Central Region Workforce Development Board Incorporated and COPIC are equal opportunity employers and programs. Auxiliary aids and services are available upon request to individuals with disabilities. Missouri Relay Services at 711.